Welcome, welcome, welcome to Fabric Queen. Here we are another day. Okay, we're going to get you another message here. All right. And hopefully a little something to kind of, you know what, ease you into the overall weekend here. Because as you know, this is a collective reading. So just take away what resonates with you and what doesn't, just kind of leave for somebody else here. All right. But if you're interested, at all, whatsoever at all, getting a private session with me, you know what? Reach out to me, all right? Because I will be more than happy, okay, to do a private session with you. And I can send you a link so you won't be scammed, all right? Just click the overall link, send me an email, and you know what? I'll send you something back in return. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, and you know what? Let's get into it because oh, there is gossip. My nose is itching. There is gossip. It is a for sure sign. There is some overall talk going on. All right. Maybe possibly about you, about your situation here. And maybe you've been doing a lot of talking. But I'm also hearing a lot of sass. Okay. A lot of sass, being very outspoken here within a situation. So you might be that person. Okay. Who might be a little bit more outspoken today. You might have a little bit more sass in your step today. In fact, you might find yourself being a little bit sassy here. I am looking at the third house, and I'm not so much worried about which house is what I am about that number three. Okay, because 333 has really been significant here. So has 717, the number 9, the number 5, 444, 711 here, 404. And like I told the others, on Facebook here this morning is, when I look at this, I see 7-Eleven. I think of that convenience store, 7-Eleven, where you get your big Slurpee, your big gulp here. You might find yourself gulping today, taking a big old swallow, swallowing hard here within a situation just to get yourself through the day. But I also saw 9/11, okay? So you know what? It might feel like you're going to be having a tower moment here, all right? Where things start crumbling down around you here, but as bad as what it sounds. Let me tell you something, okay? The thing of it is it's really not going to be that bad, okay? So keep an open mind, all right? Start focusing on the positive here because I see you making the right connections, all right? I'm seeing a phone, I'm seeing paper, I'm seeing a pencil here. You taking notes here within a situation. Maybe you're journaling here, but you've got some form of an idea in question. And the thing of it is, I'm hearing get those ideas going, okay? So what if nobody else understands it? So what if nobody else wants to be a part of it? It's your idea. Get it going here, okay? Make those connections. Reach out to those, all right? They can help you here. But I'm also seeing something with regards to short-term thinking, long-term thinking here in a situation here where you know what? Sometimes we can have those fleeting thoughts, can't we? All right. And at first, you know what? They sound great. They sound wonderful here. All right. But I'm hearing you need to look long term. All right. How's this going to pay off for you? What's this going to give you in return here? All right. Is it going to make you happy because you got the three C's, right? You got choice, chance, change. All right. You want to make a change in your life. And you know when you make that overall change, is at that moment, it not only changes things for you, but it changes things all the way around you here, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So be mindful as to who and what is around you, okay? Very significant. And some of you might be facing the South Node. You don't have to be, but some of you might be. And I'm being told here within this situation here, remember, okay? Remember, there is something here to remember and reconsider here. Okay, that's really significant here because if you don't, now is not the time. I'm hearing you're not going to have the time. Okay, you're not going to have the time to worry. All right, you're not going to have time overall to change your mind here. Once you make a choice, the minute you take that chance, everything is going to change, isn't it? Of course it is. And you know what? I'll warn you right now, there's not going to be any anxiety about this, okay? So don't worry about your feathers being ruffled here, okay? Feathers might be significant to you. Passed on loved ones might be dropping you feathers, maybe possibly buttons, coins here within a situation. But there's not going to be any trouble, all right? No trouble at all. So, whew, what a relief here, huh? Yes, yes. I am picking up the color of green, okay? So with the color of green, I'm picking up jealousy. I'm picking up envy here within, all right? And I am picking up just some sadness, some overall sadness here, all right? Just kind of coming in here within some sadness, whether this is loss or let's just say maybe feeling kind of blue, all right? We kind of had to put the other phone here on silent here because we don't want to be interrupted here. And maybe you don't want to be interrupted, okay? Because what it is that you're going to be doing, these overall ideas you're going to get going here, you're not going to want somebody stopping you or preventing you from moving forward here. And when I look at the location cards, I'm hearing just go with the flow, okay? The best that you can do is just go with the flow here. Yes, yes. And as I mentioned in my other live this morning too, I heard this distinctively here this morning. Going with the flow. All right. Somewhere like around 4 a.m. here, 4:04, somewhere in that area here. And the word flow was in very, very large letters. All right. And when I thought of that immediately, it pulled me, okay, back to an old show, okay, 1976. There were a total of 9 seasons. All right. And what it was called was the show was called Alice. That's right. And there was one main character, okay, in this show that really had the sass, okay? And there was one certain phrase she always used, and her name was Flo. She worked at Mel's Diner as a waitress. And let me tell you something. This woman was outspoken, sassy, okay? Whatever happened throughout the day, whatever it is she was faced with, had to deal with, and everything. And the things that she didn't like, let me tell you, her response was kiss my grits, all right? So you might find yourself, I know it's Southern, but you don't have to be Southern to say it, dear, okay? You might be telling somebody here, you know what, kiss my grits, all right? You don't like, they don't like what you got to say. You don't like what they got to say. Turn around and tell them, kiss my grits, and go with the flow here, all right? Honestly, I'm picking up the energy. You're supposed to go with the flow here. I'm also seeing the museum here. So with the museum card here also, there is something here, okay? Whether it's something tangible that you're hanging on to from days gone by. Maybe this is something that maybe an elder gave you, passed down to you, you inherited it. This could also be, okay, an ancestor, all right, coming into your overall energy here, trying to divinely guide you, to protect you here. But there is going to be something here, all right? You are going to witness, you are going to see, you are going to sense. Now, this could be, like I said, a materialistic item that maybe was passed down year after year, family to family here, tradition-wise here. And it could be something as a collectible, something that is on display here, most importantly. But keep in mind here, I'm also seeing in the vehicle. All right. So I feel like as you're going down the road here, you're going to have somewhat of an experience. Okay. Listen to that inner voice within you. All right. I feel like you could be just driving down the road here, and there is going to be this moment, this period where all of a sudden a message is going to be coming through here. So don't be a bit surprised if maybe you've got a lost loved one, a passed on loved one, happens to be riding in a vehicle with you here, and immediately you hear something, okay? Or, you know what, your gut is telling you something here. Get yourself grounded. Listen to that intuition here today. I see the government building. So I feel like this has got something to do with maybe some public service type of work. Maybe you serve, how you serve others, how people are serving you here within a situation. Maybe it's what you do for work, all right? But this is something where, you know what, it not only has an effect on you, but it also has effect as to the way you express yourself. The things that you say, the things that you do here, all right? There again, you might find yourself saying, you know what, kiss my grits, okay? If you're dealing with maybe something with regards to government, some agencies or something here, yeah. And then I see the bank card here because I feel like within this situation here, this is something you've put a lot of investment in, okay? You could be going to the bank, but I feel like you've invested something with regards to this. And you've been saving up for this overall moment here, this moment in time. And believe it or not, with the floral garden card here, I got to tell you, I got this feeling like everything's going to come up roses. Roses might be significant. Pink, white roses here. This is going to bring so much joy, so much delight to you here within this situation. It's kind of like, you know what, the self-love, the self-care here, and you're getting ready to just bloom. All right, come into full bloom here. All right, and everything's going to feel like it's coming up roses here. It's going to smell floral. It's going to smell just beautiful scent of roses here. Get ready because this is really, really exciting for you. All right, very, very exciting for you. I do see the window card though, and I will tell you, it's about you getting this new perspective, okay? You've always been kind of looking at maybe your water glass as being half empty, okay? Or maybe possibly empty. And I'm hearing right now, most importantly, it's time to fill that glass, okay? Fill it to the brim here is what I'm hearing, all right? Because here's the thing, this is an opportunity for you, all right? You just have to make the decision. Are you ready to walk through that next door? Are you ready to take that next step here? Okay. Things I feel are not going to turn out exactly how you think they're going to. In fact, I feel like they're going to turn out even better here. Because with the bridge card here, you are going to be connecting, okay? Connecting overall with others around you here, most importantly. And I'm also seeing connecting the dots here within a situation, figuring something out here. But in the process of it, you're also going to be overcoming, okay? Overcoming some of these things and issues, challenges that you've been facing here. You're getting over them, okay? You're figuring out a way, okay, to overcome this, what it is you might be feeling, you might be experiencing here. And with the hospital card here, I'm also seeing treatment. Treatment really sticks out here. So, you know what? You owe it to yourself to treat you well. Okay? You owe it to yourself to treat yourself because you know what? You've done a lot of work to get to this point. All right? You've had to go through a lot. And if you've been down that self-love, self-care journey here, I'm hearing treat yourself, okay? Because you really have been putting in the work here, most importantly. And it's time to continue to keep pouring into your cup. It really, truly is here. So keep that in mind. I'm also seeing something with regards to your home, okay? The comfort of your home, finding that space within your home that feels comfortable, your own personal space where you can maybe kind of sit, meditate, manifest, maybe just overall sit in solitude here to clear your mindset here, all right? Because there's something with regards to when you're able to do this, it's going to shed a lot of light on the situation that you might be dealing with currently right now. So keep that in mind because you are bound right here with the school card to learn a lot of lessons within life. But this lesson here is going to be the most significant one. And I feel like this lesson that you're learning here is going to help you, okay, acquire even more knowledge than what you already have. I mean, granted, you've learned a lot leading up to this point here, but the thing of it is, and you're going to continue to keep learning because your life is all lessons, right? And each and every day, no matter which path you choose to take, where you plan to go here, you're still going to learn a lesson, whether it's good or a bad lesson here. But it's about choices, taking that chance and making a change within your life here. Now, when I get into the deck a little bit further here, I know we're going to touch on a couple of personal issues here because I can already feel it, I can sense it here. And when you fully healed and you've recovered 100% and you are so in tune with yourself, you can hear that little voice, okay? You can hear that little voice within you talking to you, telling you here, leading you or guiding you in the right direction. And you know when something's coming, okay? You know when something feels off, something doesn't feel right here. You know when it's time to maintain your overall resources here. And you know when it's time to get out of your own way, all right? So for those of you still in that self-love, self-care journey here, those are just some of the things that you're going to acquire. But what you're also going to acquire in the process is learning about your own internal gifts, those special, unique gifts within you as a person. And for others of you, you're going to be tapping into those gifts. You're going to be using them to the best of your ability here. When I look at the Seven of Pentacles here in the reverse here, I am seeing here for a lot of you, you're feeling like, you know what? I'm doing all this work, okay? I'm pouring into my cup. I'm learning to love myself here. I'm learning to find forgiveness for others around me. I'm learning to forgive myself here. And you know what? I'm still not seeing no results, okay? I don't feel any different than what I did before. And you're struggling with this, all right? Because you've been putting in the work, okay? You're not having happen to you what everybody else is saying that's happening to them. And you're getting frustrated. And I understand it. I really seriously do here. Because you think now, okay, you spent all this time, all this effort pouring into your cup here, and now it seems like it's been a waste. Let me tell you something. If you are at that point, reach out to me, okay? Reach out to me. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's happening here. I will be more than happy to assist you. I will be more than happy to work with you, okay? Because I want to see you get those rewards, all right? I want to see you glow up, okay? I want to see you shine. I want to see that beautiful smile on your face. I want to see you be a success, okay? With regards to achieving your goals, okay? Moving forward here on your overall journey. So please reach out to me because I'm also seeing the Two of Swords here in the reverse. And you know what? I can bring in that clarity. Okay, I can give you a little bit more decisiveness, okay, because I know you're looking for the clarity, all right? You're trying to understand and figure this all out, and it is difficult, but a lot of it has to do with the action that you take. If you're willing to take the next step and take action with regards to what it is that you want, because truth be known, you are the magician. You create what it is that you want in your life. Now, granted, some of you are going to say, well, I didn't ask for that divorce, okay? I didn't create my spouse to go out and cheat on me. I didn't ask to lose a loved one, all right? I didn't create that. No, that's not what I'm talking about, okay? No, you didn't. You didn't ask for any of those things to happen in your life. But they did happen, didn't they? Okay? And guess what? They're not happening to you as much as what you think they are. They're happening for you here, okay? Because there is something here with regards to your situation. You know what? You were not able to see. This happened because you know what? There is something here you need to see. And maybe you're on the wrong path and you're supposed to be headed down another path. It's also with the factor in mind here that there is something big, something better coming within your life. And I know right now it's probably, you know what, after the loss of a loved one here, it's probably a little bit hard to swallow, isn't it? Okay. How can something be bigger and better than that? And I get that. All right. But we all go through loss. We do. And the thing of it is, we learn to accept it because we know immediately this is a part of overall the circle of life. So we cherish those moments that we get. We hang on to those overall memories because they never leave us. But our loved ones that have passed on are now guarding us, guiding us here within a situation so that we stay on the right path and that we succeed within our situation to our highest good here. And some of that starts with the self-love, self-care, pouring into your own cup, learning to let go of those attachments, living our life to the fullest, and being our true, authentic self. So, yes, we do create what it is that we want in our life, and we have that power within ourselves to create bigger and better things. We create what it is we want for our dreams, our goals, our situations. But most importantly here, we manifest, okay? We manifest what it is that we want to come into our life, okay? We really seriously do. And maybe there is something here you've been manifesting for quite some time and you're waiting for this to come in and you haven't seen the rewards. Well, I'm here to tell you it's coming, but it also plays a part and a factor with regards to divine timing here. And yet at the same time, it's understanding here, you have that potential. You have that potential to create whatever it is that you want in your life. You just need to tap into those overall gifts, those gifts within you. And you're able to do that when you love yourself. Okay? You accept yourself for exactly who you are. You let go of all those overall distractions, those naysayers. You let go of what other people think. You don't worry about that. You worry about what you think because it is you that's walking in your shoes. It's not somebody else. Your life is your life. It is your responsibility to live your life to the fullest. Yes, it is. And how can you overall reach your highest potential? When you create and start moving and taking action and standing in your power and going after that highest potential, being your true authentic self. That's right. Queen of Swords here in the reverse here. Some of you might feel like, you know what? Oh God, how could you be so cruel? How could you be so bitter about this? All right. No, it's not a matter and a fact of being cruel or bitter. It's about pointing it out here within a situation. And maybe you're dealing with cruel, bitter, heartless people right now within your energy here. But you have the capacity within yourself to make the decision, to take a chance, make a choice, and change this. You really do. I see the Hermit. And for a lot of you, you don't realize this, but all those answers that you're looking for with regards to life, your life most importantly, they lie right there within you. The problem is you struggle with finding it. You struggle with looking for those overall answers. And if you want to find those answers, I recommend going down the self-love, self-care journey here. If you don't know what that is, I want you to reach out to me, okay? I've got a 12-week course, actually, that I created myself, and you can work one-on-one with me, all right, for 12 weeks straight to get you started. We will discover all kinds of things with regards to you as an individual. We will touch on some of your past, but we're going to focus mainly on the present and your future. But I can tell you, it will be a rewarding, very rewarding adventure for you. It really will. And you will realize what your true potential is. You will start to begin to realize what your purpose is. Yes. And you know what? If you got to contemplate on it, go ahead. But I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you one thing, you will be enlightened. You will be enlightened. You will not regret it. All right. And you will say, you know what? This was the best thing I could have ever done. Okay. For a lot of you, I see Jupiter here. And you are about to be granted a blessing. Okay. You've got a blessing coming in. And for a lot of you, this is good fortune. All right. And as you know, good fortune comes in different shapes, different sizes, and different forms. So get ready here. Going into the weekend, you're going to be learning something here. And whatever it is that you acquire for knowledge, do know that you've got the capacity to go ahead and teach somebody else closest to you. Enlighten their day. Feel inspired to want to inspire them also here, but be positive about it, okay? There's no room for negativity. It's strictly all positivity here. And this is going to help you grow and help you expand. So with that in mind, I will see you on Monday, and I hope each and every one of you have a beautiful weekend. But you know what? If you got any questions, any concerns, you want to book a session with me, reach out to me and I will send you that link. And with that, I'll see you Monday. Bye now.